Okay, good morning, everyone. I I got some interesting requests for videos, which I think are hilarious. But the one that I think I got the most for was just like basic makeup tips. Oh, and eyebrows too. Side note, my eyebrows are tattooed. They are, I don't know if you can see that. They are powder brows. They do need to be touched up, but that's why they kind of always look like they're on point because they are tattooed. So I do want to say a side note, I do have an advantage there. I will, if you're in the Houston area, I will put in the description the lady that I go to. She's amazing. Her name is Angela. She's in the Woodlands. She's the only person I would trust with tattooing my face. So I will put her link down below. Also, I do get lip injections and Botox, so another unfair advantage that some of you might not have, just letting you know. I will also post a link to my doctor that does my Botox. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to get my lip injections done in a while because, money is tight. The lady that I went to was in Austin, so when I find someone else to do my lips here in Houston, I can post that as well. But yeah, so we're going to get started. I do have my ring light up super bright for a morning. I need more coffee. So hopefully you guys can see everything that I'm doing. And as you can see, I am having quite a bit of a breakout right now. I just started a new skincare line, and one of the things that they mentioned is possibly having like your skin do a purge, which I don't know if I necessarily agree with, but with anything new, there's always going to be some sort of an adjustment period, obviously, so we're going to give it a go. And the skincare was somewhat expensive, so I don't want to just waste it and not stop using it. So we're going to go through the whole supply. It's supposed to be like a 6 to 8 week supply for this skincare that I'm using. So far, I mean, I like it. My skin in between my pimples is glowing, so that's a good sign. So hopefully the rest of this calms down soon, and we will see just beautiful skin. Okay, so today I am actually getting ready for a little, for an interview for a makeup artist position at a new salon that's opening in, the Rice Village area of Houston. So I don't necessarily want to do crazy stuff. So we're just going to do your basic makeup. So eyebrows, soft eyeshadow, good foundation, and lips. Maybe some, like a soft pink or like a nude or something like that. I don't want to look too nuts. And then that's it. Get you out the door. Put my hair back, just get it out of the way. So first thing I want to do is eyebrows. By the way, I don't have like a fancy makeup setup. I'm literally sitting on the floor of my living room with my phone set up on my coffee table. Like I mentioned in my first video, I want this to be as realistic as possible. I really don't want to, I want everybody to be able to do this. My mirror is even broken. I dropped it. Ooh, sorry guys. I think I'm responsible for how 2020 has been going. And it looks like we're going to have another 7 years of it. So everybody just buckle up, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so first things first, eyebrows. Yay. I've already prepped my face, and by prepped I mean I've washed, I've toned, I've moisturized, I've done my skincare routine, so my face is clean. Don't put makeup on a dirty face. I guess if you want to be a dirty bitch, be a dirty bitch, but not here, not on this channel, okay? We are not dirty bitches here. So that's my dog. She got a new toy yesterday and is taking this opportunity to say hi to everyone, apparently. So I apologize for that squeaky noise. Josie, stop, baby. Not right now. Okay, so where is my stuff? Brows. So I'm going to use something that probably everybody has in their arsenal of makeup, even if you are... All right, we're just going to pretend that's not happening. So even if you are new to makeup, you probably have a brown eyeshadow. So this is actually a Morphe palette. It's the brow 8 palette. And it is a powder, which is a little bit more beginner friendly. And if you don't have a brow powder, you can use a matte brown, or if you have blonde hair, use like a light brown. It doesn't matter. And I'm going to use a angled brush, which is a little bit more beginner friendly too. Sorry, I have like things just sitting on my couch that I'm going to use because, like I said, realistic. Okay, where's my angled brush? You do not have to have like crazy expensive brushes. I think I found these on, they're Shani. I found these on Amazon, like a whole set of them for super, super cheap. I think it was like 20 bucks for the whole set, and they've been working fine for me. There's a couple brushes that have had like fallout, and I'm like, but it is what it is. Okay, let's go. So I'm going to go in with a powder. I do have this little, it comes with like this little waxy stuff, which I kind of like. It kind of, you know, I put it on my brows first. Let me get this mirror out. I put it on my brows first because I have some unruly eyebrow hairs. You don't have to do this. This is just what I do. Not everybody probably has this. You can use Vaseline if you want to. This is like a Vaseline consistency, but very, very lightly. And I'll tell you why in a minute. So powder can somewhat be a little unruly. It like falls out all over the place. And it doesn't really look super defined, you know? It just kind of looks really soft, and you can't really get that sharp edge. So if you're trying to get a sharp edge on your eyebrows, which I always prefer, let them bitches know with your sharp eyebrows. Okay. So this kind of just allows the powder to stick to your brows, and also kind of, and it keeps your natural eyebrow just in place. I'm going to go in with this medium brown shade, and that's what I'm going to be using for my entire eyebrow. Ladies tip, always knock off the extra stuff. You can always add more, but you can take it off, but you're going to have to like take off all your other work. So depending on how far along you are in your makeup process, that could be very annoying. I'm going to start, I always start kind of like, not right at the very beginning, but like right behind the start of my eyebrow, because I don't want the front of my eyebrow to be super dark. So I kind of just start at the bottom here. I hope everybody can see that. Start at the bottom. I ignore this area to begin with and just fill in. I don't want to do like a super bold, sharp eyebrow this morning. Like I said, it's for an interview. I don't want to go in there looking like I'm trying to get up in the club. All right. So very simple, very soft. For the front, so I have eyebrow hair up here, and also like my shit's been tattooed, so I have a good foundation to work with, and I can just follow my tattoo. Not that I didn't know how to do my eyebrows before, but I can follow my tattoo, which makes things easy for me. Ladies, honestly, getting your brows tattooed has been a godsend. If you have the money to do so, I highly recommend that you invest in it. It's so easy to get up in the morning and already have part of my face done. And then if I want to make it more dramatic like I am today, then I can. Okay, so, but good rule of thumb when you're starting your eyebrows is your eyebrows should start here where the side of your nose lines up. See? The arch should always be across the iris from the tip of your nose. So if you look straight into the mirror and you use the tip of your nose, straight across your iris, and that's where your arch should be. And then the outside of your eyebrow is going to be from the corner of your nose, corner of your eye. So if you need kind of like a reference as to where your brow should be, there you go. You can always place like a little dot here, 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 and literally connect the dots. It's that easy. Eyebrows do not have to be complicated. So like I said, I have a good amount of eyebrow hair here and some tattoo. So I really don't need to fill this part of my brow in right now. I don't know if you can see that. I mean, I'm going to probably buff it a little bit just for the sake of buffing it. If you do get a little too much brow makeup here, you can always just use a spoolie, which is one of those like clean mascara wand looking things, and use it to buff it out. All right, let's do this one. And also too, guys, if there's anything that is annoying to you, just fast forward to get to the part that you want to get to, because I don't know about editing and crap, and I don't know if I necessarily want to get into that, because who has time? Ain't nobody got time to be editing videos at this point in my life. So just fast forward if I'm annoying and there's like a part that you want to get to, because like I said, there are some times when I'm watching like a YouTube video and they're trying to show me how to do something, and then they're like, oh, I'm going to do this, and then they disappear and the video is edited and I didn't get to watch them do the thing. They're just like, oh, I'm going to go do this, and then boom, they're gone. So if you don't like it, just fast forward. But this is how I do my eyebrows. I have a little sparse spot right here, so I'm going to focus a little bit more. Like I said, I need to go get my brows touched up. It's been a hot minute. I'm coming for you, Angela. I'm coming for you. Okay. So, basic eyebrow done. Look at that. See? Easy peasy, right? It's not crazy. It's not complicated. People make crap complicated. And it's not. Also, I would like to take the time to just, for those of you who don't know me, I am a licensed cosmetologist. I have been one since 2008. So everything that I'm showing you is just been what I have learned over the years from doing makeup for weddings, photo shoots, working in salons, and then just me trying things out and seeing what works for me. So this is not like the end all be all. This is not how you have to do it. If something works for you, it works for you. If not, tweak it. That's the good thing about makeup. Whatever works for you. Okay, this is just how I like to do it and what works for me. And then you can always change it, tweak it. Ooh, excuse me. The way you want to. All right, foundation. This I got. So my brother works for a cosmetics company and he gets like samples and stuff like that. So this I got to try. It's Pores No More by Dr. Brandt. Oh, now I see why the YouTube people do this. Okay, so Dr. Brandt. I've tried it a couple times. It works fairly well. I have large pores. I don't know if you can see them with this lighting. I do. I have large pores. I've had large pores for a really long time. So obviously I'm always looking for something that's going to make my face more like smooth it out. And I have extremely oily skin, which does not help either. Although people with oily skin normally don't age as fast. So yay me. All right. This smells it smells tea tree-ish, which I don't mind, but if you don't like a medicinal smell or you're really sensitive, this might not be for you. Okay. Alrighty. So, where is my concealer? Here we go. So this concealer is actually really good. This is e.l.f. I think I got it for like $5 at Walmart. It's a 16-hour camo concealer. This is in light beige. So I like to apply my concealer first because I don't like a really bright under eye, and I like to kind of mix it with my foundation so it's not like crazy bright. Well, I mean, some days I like to do it crazy bright, but today it's not one of those days. Okay. So I see a lot of people who like to just conceal literally like where their bag is. No, don't do that. Okay, you're just basically all you're doing is highlighting your bags at this point. Bring it down in a triangle area. This is going to give you that like halo effect that like lighted area that's going to brighten up your face effect that you see everybody doing. So I bring it into a triangle area. We're going to blend it in a minute. Also, we're going to do forehead. I like to do like a little circle here. Down the center of your nose. Chin. That's good for today. Okay. We're going to put my concealer over here. Now, Foundation. So this I got, okay, by the way, this is probably my favorite. Sorry, I'm watching British Baking Show and I have to see what's happening. So this is probably actually one of my favorite drugstore finds. It's by Joa, I guess. It's part of the Kiss company that makes like nail stuff and things like that. I found this at CVS. For a drugstore foundation, it was a little pricey. It was $13, but compared to like what you're gonna find at like Ulta or Sephora, it's comparable. I do love this stuff. I was so surprised by it. The coverage is amazing, and with my oily ass skin, y'all, whew, girl, it stays all day. It comes in a dropper, which is great, so you can, I don't know, I just like it. So I have my beauty blender here. I'm just kind of into the beauty blender right now. You don't have to use that to put it on. Sometimes I use a fluffy kabuki brush to put my foundation on, which is, honestly, it's amazing. So kabuki brushes are meant for powder, but because they're so fluffy, if you want a more natural finish, I use it for foundation too. Just because it says like a brush is for something doesn't mean you have to use it for the thing. So this is what a kabuki brush looks like. It's super fluffy. You can use it to buff out your foundation, and it turns out really soft. I don't want like a super soft look today, so we're going to go with the beauty blender. Please get this wet. They are supposed to be wet, wring out of the water. They're supposed to be damp when you use them. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to drop some of this on my face. And we're going to blend. So with a beauty blender, you're literally just blending. Tapping, if you want like a more covered look. Oh my god, look at that. I love this foundation. Tapping for a more covered look, which is what we're going for today because, hello, I got all this yummy stuff going on in my face right now. Blend, 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 blend. Look at this. I'm telling you guys, this foundation, where did it come from? Who are you? You know? And I'm going to swipe it down my neck here. This camo concealer does dry pretty quickly, so that's one thing you got to watch out for when you're blending. Yeah, so don't let it sit on your face for too long because then it's going to oh god, it's going to take forever to blend it in. Okay, look at this, you guys. I'm telling you. $13 for this business? Hell yeah. Oh my god. All right, we're going to do the other side of my face now. Couple drops is all it takes to cover all your sins. Okay. We're blending. Ugh, my hair is in the way. Okay. I'm going to pull this foundation. Okay, that's one thing that people do a lot is they don't bring their foundation down their neck and then you are literally two different colors. Which is fine if you want to be, you know, if that's what you want to look like, fine. But I'm telling you, it's a pet peeve of mine, so I just always pull my foundation into my ear and down my neck. Okay. Look at this. Holy crap. This is amazing. I'm telling you guys, this stuff. I love this foundation. Okay, and then we'll do boop, a little bit. It does not take much. Super cost effective. Little goes a long way. Great coverage. Okay. All right, get up in that hairline. You can always wipe your hair off if you get makeup on your hair, but like get up in there. Again, we want people to think we're naturally this gorgeous and flawless. So if we have a different colored hairline than the rest of our face, obviously there's a problem. Okay. Yay. Oh, that sparse spot on my eyebrow really annoys me right here. Ugh. Yikes. There we go. Yay. Okay. Now for the fun stuff, we're going to contour a little bit, not a crazy bit because that's not realistic. But if you do want to kind of like your face in, great stuff. We are going to do it with cream. This is another Morphe palette. By the way, Morphe is really cost effective. It really is. You can order online. I think they have some of their stuff in Ulta now, which is great. My brush. Okay. So we're going to do this Morphe palette. Oh my God, there's literally dog hair in here. God, my life. Okay. So this Morphe palette is a concealer palette, but I'm going to use it to contour. Depending on what time of year it is, you can go darker, lighter for your contour. I use this kind of like medium brown shade right here in the middle to do my contour. I use an angled foundation brush for this. It's just what works for me. You can use whatever works for you. Just going to dip it in there. Okay, so for this, when you contour your cheeks, the concept with contouring is if you want to bring something forward, you're going and highlight it. You're going to highlight it with a lighter color. If you want to recess something and hide it, then you're going to want to make it darker. So these cheeks, okay, that quarantine 10 that everybody has, we're going to try to hide these. Not that I don't love it, but we're going to try to hide these. So good rule of thumb when you're contouring, if you suck your face in, see that? That's where we're going to put that contour. And we're going to start here at the ear and just kind of like buff it. Okay, we're going to place it there. See that? Don't bring it all the way down. We're not doing that crazy extreme contour. We're not trying to like make ourselves look completely different. Just a little more elevated. All right. Okay, then we're going to do our forehead to kind of give ourselves that like cute little like roundy heart shape. Oh my gosh, so cute. Some people like to do their chin. I'm not one of them. Like their jawline. I just ends up, because my face is so oily, it just ends up just looking like, I don't know, like I fell in the dirt or something. So our nose, we're going to contour. I just like to contour the sides of my nose just to give it a little bit more streamlined of a look. I use the little pointy end of this to do it. Or I don't even have any makeup on there, so we're going to do it this way. There we go. And then the tip, my nose, I feel like kind of like goes down a little bit, so I like to contour the tip to give it, just the tip, to give it more of a, I don't know, upturned look, I guess. Little snotty brat nose. Okay, so there we are. Now we're going to blend. Blending brush that we use for the foundation is going to work just fine. And I like to blend mine kind of like in an upward motion. It really just softens it up. Blend, 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 blend. When in doubt, guys, blend. If it's not looking good, blend. Keep blending. Keep blending. Look at that. Nice and soft. Who is she? We don't know her. Maybe it's Maybelline. We don't know. Okay? Same for the nose. Yes. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my god, that's going to be the longest makeup tutorial ever. Okay. Now, I'm going to go back in with just like a tiny bit of concealer and kind of like re-highlight areas that may have gotten lost. Like right there and a little bit right there. Because let's be real here. Oh, bitch is tired. Really tired. We're going to... This retrograde, guys, has been not my friend. I will tell you that right now. Okay. So, now that we've hidden the fact that we haven't slept in 87 years, we are going to, what some people like to call baking. So all that is, we're going to use powder to set this contour, because nothing is worse than like doing all this work and then it slides off your face. That's not fun. Ugh. I feel like I have like a little hair stuck in my lip piercing, which is not fun either. Okay, you don't need expensive baking powders. Let me put you in on something. This stuff, Airspun. Okay, it's been around since like the 30s. It is like an original powder. It's amazing. I like it a lot. It kind of smells like Old Lady, but that's okay because it works. It's great stuff and we like it. You can use a brush to put this on if you want to. I just use a dry beauty blender. Oh my God, it tickles. Whatever is stuck in my lip tattoo is tickle. Oh, I think I got it. Okay, so I put some in the lid of the Airspun container. Ta-da! And this does not need to be like neat and tidy. This is not going to matter. This is just setting what we already did. So we're going to use this powder to set the areas that we highlighted or use the lighter color, the concealer. And also any areas that you feel get like kind of oily throughout the day. For me, that's my entire freaking face. But we're going to use like a powder, a bronzing powder to set my contour areas. Okay. Another thing that this does too is when we go to do our eyeshadow, if you have fallout, it's going to be so much easier to wipe that fallout off. And fallout is just a term that we use for any eyeshadow that falls off your eye, like out, okay? And I don't know if any of you have like done your foundation and then you go to do your eyeshadow and you have powder that falls into your foundation or your concealer and you get these like little specks and then you go to wipe it and you have these like streaks of eyeshadow color and you're like, oh, and you have to figure out how to get it off, okay? This will get rid of that. When you swipe the powder away, the eyeshadow goes away too. We're not doing like a crazy insane look, but still, we don't want to fall out. So, we don't know her. Another Morphe palette. Like I said, I want to keep everything super affordable. Morphe is great. I think these palettes were like 20 bucks, maybe, not even, for all of these colors, and they have every color of the rainbow. This is their 35K palette. I think K just stands for like coffee, even though it starts with a C. I don't know. But here we go. The only thing that kind of sucks about Morphe is that the colors aren't labeled, so I can't really tell you what color is what. I can only just point at it, which doesn't really do much good if you're not here and can tell what the hell it is. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do the easiest friggin' smoky eye ever known to man. It does not have to be complicated because it's not. Where is my fluffy brush? You are going to need a fluffy brush and then an eyeshadow brush to pack things on. I don't know where my fluffy brush is, so we're gonna have to make do. See, oh, haha, found it. Okay, so what we're gonna do is, this is probably dirty, but whatever. Okay, so what I like to do is first, and this makes blending so much easier, when you first start doing your eyeshadow or get into makeup, blending is like the biggest issue. It doesn't look soft. You have that like harsh line. People are like, what is going on? I'm going to show you a little trick for that. So the first thing we're going to do is take a color that's close to your skin tone. Obviously my skin tone isn't your skin tone, so just whatever works for you. I'm probably going to do this like peachy brownish color right here. And we're going to put that in the crease and kind of like above the crease. Okay? You're not really supposed to see it. Okay? This is to help you blend. Okay? We're going to set the foundation for the rest of our shadow. Okay? So this should not be obvious an obvious color. Dun, dun, dun. Some people use eyeshadow primer. I did not because I put concealer and foundation on my lid, and I find that that does just as well. So if you don't have an eyeshadow primer, don't freak out. You don't need one. And I have really oily eyelids, so I can attest to this. The foundation and concealer thing works just fine. Okay? Okay. All right, so there we go. We have our basic skin tone color down. And that's going to help when we blend. I will show you that in a minute. Next thing we're going to do is, so I have hooded eyes. This technique for smoky eye works for everyone, especially for people with hooded eyes like me. And hooded eyes just means that your eyelid skin, see that? It kind of comes down like over your eye. So the makeup that you do isn't as apparent. You have some people with a bigger eye hole, I guess. So they have a more like this. Okay, I don't have that. So we gotta find ways to show eyeshadow without it getting hidden like in my eye butt crack. Okay. So I'm gonna go in with a darker brown. I don't know which one I'm gonna do. Pick one that you like, that you're drawn to. I want to do soft. Let's do soft, and we can add maybe like a little bit of sparkle. We're gonna do like this little, like a medium-ish soft matte brown. Everything's matte. Get rid of the extra. And we are going to pack that onto my eye. Pack it, pack it, pack it. Up into the crease. Not above the crease, just up into the crease. Kind of where that shadow that we put into the crease stops. Alright, we have packed it on. Look at that. Packed it. Same thing on the other eye. Easy, easy, easy. Look at this. Try not to bring it all the way into the corner of your eye. I mean, yeah, cover the corner of your eye, but don't bring it like into the tear duct area because that is a bitch and a half to get out and clean up, especially when you're using darker shadows like this brown. We don't like it. Okay, so this is where that nude color that I told you to put in the crease comes into play. So much easier to buff out now. So much. Look at this. We're going to take that same brush, that fluffy brush that we used to put the nude color on, and we're just going to go back in and soften. Look at that. So soft. Not soft. Soft. Same thing. Okay, look how soft and pretty that is. It's not crazy in your face. This is a perfect day look. If you're going on a lunch date with hubby bubby, if your in-laws finally decided to watch your little brats, and you can get out in public, wear your mask, people. Obviously not when you're eating. Okay, done.